This question is from Lolita. Dear Chris, thank you for your work. In one of your Facebook knowings, you said the crown chakra wasn't a chakra. Maybe I misunderstood, but if it isn't a chakra, can you then talk about that? Thanks. Namaste.
Great. You know, when we use the word chakra, what people really mean is a center where energy coincides, comes together, and there's that point of energy that might spew out or collect vibrations that influence qualities. And so we actually have many chakras or points of reference for energy in our bodies. The crown chakra, let us say, it's been called that in the East forever, the opening lotus, you know, because it's a point of enlightenment. But in actuality, it's a point that releases the energies of the chakras. And so what happens is that the energies move through the major chakras and some of the minor chakras like the wrists and the elbows and the shoulders. So energy moves up the body, either in the main current up the body or through the sides of the body, and comes to this top point and then is released like a fountain. And what happens with the auric field is that the energy flows out like a fountain, caresses around the body, and is sucked up through the bottom of the feet. Now, the person who taught me this difference between calling it the crown chakra or calling it a fountain, on some levels it's just a word difference, is a person, her name was Lee Sanders, and she was one of the great masters on the planets who saw the chakras. There have been maybe only 6 in the history of humans who actually saw the chakras themselves. And she said, it's not a coming together of energy, it's a releasing of an energy, like a fountain. And it's essential for that fountain to rise up and to flow out so that we can be in balance, so the energy isn't stuck in the body. In Chinese medicine, we say if a person has, let's say, mental problems in the head, and we would open the crown chakra and we would open the stomach so that the energy is released and neutralized in the body. So think of it as a beautiful fountain that is taking you forward, releasing what is stuck in your body. Whether we call it a chakra or whether we call it a fountain, doesn't make a whole lot of difference, except that it's simply drawing out the energies rather than coalescing them inside. So thank you. Namaste.
This is a question from James. I have used your inner child exercise on the Windows to the Sky video many times now, but my inner child almost never appears in a human form. Usually it appears as a symbol or object. Is this a problem? And if so, what can I do about it? Also, once I've connected with my child within, how can I use it in my day-to-day life, other than to make myself feel better?
James, we all need to feel better, and our inner child is the wisest person we've ever known. Watch the word person. And so your inner child could be an image of you as a child or a sense of you at a particular age. Sometimes we're more comfortable with a symbol or an object to reflect that wisdom. But because the inner child can heal for you all of those places where your emotional inner child might say, I was afraid, or I didn't feel loved, or I wasn't good enough. And so we want to be able to release those by seeing your true self, your true inner child, what you looked like as a child, whether it's a baby or a 2-year-old or an 8-year-old or even older. Once you have that sense of your inner child as you, then it will have much more power to free you from the whisperings or even unconscious memories that block you from seeing your inner child. So one aspect is just enjoying the symbols, but let's get close, James, so that you can really know who you are. And our inner child brings into this world attributes and qualities that help you to see that you are worthy, that you are part of the divine, that you can be peaceful, even if you had terrible from other parts of the world who were born and raised in war or difficult times. Sometimes for them it's frightening to touch an image or a sense or a presence of themselves as a child because they wanted to erase those experiences. But by working with your inner child, you will build a sense of self that sees beyond that experience. You were not truly harmed by it, no matter what it was, because your purpose in life is so much more powerful. And so the experiences that we have as a child are experiences that simply promote our evolution, that help us to recognize not only that we survive, but that we have this profound power and love and compassion that we often learn through difficult experiences. So James, go ahead and take a deep breath and ask your inner child to take form. If it comes as a symbol or an object, you could simply say to that symbol or object, what frequency of light, what color do you need to come in the form of myself as a child? And then you draw that color from the cosmos down to the top of your head and radiate out to that symbol or object, and then it will change, and suddenly you'll have a sense of yourself. Again, it could come as a picture or a feeling or an energy of you as a child. How can you use that, again, as you so well said, to feel better? Your inner child sees the purpose of your experiences, and so you can utilize that wisdom. For example, when you go to bed at night, inner child, give me a gift that will support my life now. Or give me a gift that will help me to be happier, to use my happiness. Or touch my body. I like that, touching your body, because again, if you've tended to see your inner child as a symbol or an object, where's the connection to your physical form? You are a divine being wandering about in physical form, James. So when you ask your inner child to touch your body, it creates an instant vibration that nourishes you in physical form, the purpose of your life. And that always makes us feel safe and happy. So be touched, James, with my grace.